Hope the screen is visible. If someone please confirm, please. I have shared the last two questions on the group. You can just have a look. Please confirm if you have received it. A thumbs up will do. Can someone confirm? Thanks. Are we good to start? Right. Can we get a few more thumbs up so that we can get the discussion going? Akash, Shayan, right? Sampriti, Teoshi, Sujata. Right. Good, good. Okay. So here we start. From the passage, yes. Yeah. From the passage, which of the following combinations can be inferred to be correct? A. Hindu temple, power of nature. Parthenon, simplicity. Egyptian temple, mysticism. And Greek temple, symbolism. Yes, open to the class. And
So,
yeah, Akash, you want to tell?
so I think it's B.
Right, noted. Shayan,
So I think it's B.
okay. Sampriti,
Sir, I think it's B.
okay. Sujata,
Yes, sir, B.
Rohan,
Yes, sir, same B.
right. All of you think it's B. Okay, let's then hear it from Sampriti. Why you think it's B? Why you think it's B?
Because, sir, wait. Because, sir, it's mentioned in the uh, second paragraph.
Okay.
Where I lost the line.
This is your second paragraph.
Um,
Right. Okay. Shayan,
no, sir, it is from
okay.
last para. I
Okay.
lost the paragraph
Okay.
and.
Last paragraph.
Hmm.
Where it is? Yes. Let us hear. Okay. You got it. You got the answer. Shayan, if you can let to tell us from where did you get it?
Sir, there's mention that Parthenon is the home of humanity, at ease, calm, ordered, and sure of itself and the world.
Hmm.
So it means there is nothing extravagant there.
Hmm.
It's all simplicity. This is how I thought option B will be the answer.
Correct. So, like Shannon said, and also Sampriti was there, right? In the last paragraph, if we see this one, the Greek architecture of the Great Age is the expression of men who were, first of all, intellectual artists, kept firmly within the visible world by their mind, but only second to that, lovers of the human world. The Greek temple is the perfect expression of the pure intellect illuminated by the spirit. No other great buildings anywhere approach its simplicity. After that, what we hear this part in the Parthenon, straight columns, absolutely simplicity of structure, let alone in majesty of beauty among all the temples and cathedrals in the presence of the world. Right, right. This is alone enough to for us to get the answer as 61 of B. Right. This alone 1 point is enough for us to choose 61 B. Okay. Any doubt, anyone? Yes. Let us be more reactive. Are we all clear why it is 61B? No other reason. Only these 4 lines are enough for us to choose. Anyone having any doubt? Otherwise, let's get a thumbs up and proceed. Great. Okay. Coming to question number 262. Which of the following is not a characteristics of the Greek architecture according to the passage? A lack of excess, simplicity of form, expression of intellect, mystic spirituality. Yes, open to the class. Rohan.
So I'm a bit confused about the options, but I think it is B.
Oh, you think it's B? Read
Yes.
carefully, Rohan. Read carefully, Rohan. The question says, which of the following is not a characteristic of Greek architecture? Only in the previous question we said that Parthenon is simplicity. That's a Greek architecture. And you cannot say simplicity of form is not a characteristic. Right? In the
Yes,
last
sir.
question only we discussed that simplicity of form is a characteristics of Greek architecture. Now in the next question we cannot say. That's an absolute answer. Just be a bit more attentive, right? 62. Anyways, a good try. Sujata,
Sir, option D.
D for Delhi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, reason please. Yes. Yeah. No harm. Just tell me how you got it. We all here to make mistakes and learn. No harm. Just tell me why you think it's D.
Sir,
Yeah. Proceed. See, getting answer correct, getting answer wrong is different. But once we know how we are arriving at the answer, it's easier for us to learn and rectify, right? So,
yes.
yeah. Tell me how you're getting it.
Sir, in the last paragraph, it's mentioned for the
Okay.
means for the option C. It's already mentioned that it's for first of all intellectual artist.
Hmm.
So option C cannot be taken into account. Then it's lovers of the human world. Then I think simplicity of form it's already can be explained from the first one. And then sir, I was thinking about a lack of excess and mystics in spirituality.
Lack of excess is already a characteristic, right?
Yes, sir.
Excess we
And
find
mystic.
in Hindu temples. The excess
Yes,
ornamental part we find in Hindu temples, right?
yes,
So,
sir.
okay, right. Okay, right. Let's say it from Akash.
So in the first paragraph, the third line,
Okay,
it
let us note
says
here.
thought and mysticism never go well together, and there's little symbolism in Greek art. And then they go on to say how it's all about symbolism. So um, and the mysticism is a characteristic of Hindu temples. From there, we can infer that it's not really a characteristic of Greek architecture.
Right. Bang on. So, this is the paragraph, right? How Sujata has arrived is by elimination, right? How Sujata has arrived by elimination. That's a very good. That's a very good. We can accept that, right? Like lack of excess, it's there in the passage. Simplicity of form is there in the passage. Expression of intellect is there in the passage. So mystic spirituality is not a characteristic, it's not there in the passage. We choose that, right? That's a way to do the answer, and that's correct. And the other way the Akash has chosen is it's clearly it's not about elimination, it's about choosing, right? Here we have the answer. The endless struggle between the flesh and the spirit found an end in Greek art. The Greek artists were unaware of it. They were spiritual materialists, never denying the importance of the body and ever seeing the body in a spiritual significance. Mysticism on the whole was alien to the Greeks, thinkers they were. Just the second line, mysticism on the whole was alien to the Greeks, thinkers they were. And here we come, the answer. Right? All of you good on it? Sujata got a way to do it by eliminating the other options, and there's another way of doing it. Just if we look at the paragraph, and here it's clearly written, mysticism on the whole was alien to the Greek. All of you good on this? Can we move on to the next question? It's a thumbs up so that you can proceed. Sampriti, have you understood? Rohan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Rohan? Yes, Rohan? Yes, Rohan. Aryan? Aryan, are you getting it? Aryan getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We all got away a bit more interactive, right? So, chalo. Let's move on to the next one. According to the passage, what conception of man can be inferred from the Egyptian architecture? Okay, let me hear it from Rohan. So let's Aryan give it. Aryan, you can start. Yeah. According to the passage, what conception of man can be inferred from Egyptian architecture? According to the passage, what conception of man can be inferred from the Egyptian architecture? Aryan, am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Do you need more time?
Yeah, I just need to go through the passage once more.
No issue, no issue. Let's say it from Sampriti.
Yes, sir. I think it is option B.
B for Bombay.
Ha.
Okay, okay.
And it is mentioned in the one, two, three, fourth paragraph from the first in the line that the
Yeah.
science and the spirit are there, but what is there most of all the force? Unhuman force, calm but tremendous, overwhelming. I guess that maybe.
Okay, okay, okay. Right. You feel so. Okay, let's see from other. Uh, Rohan,
Sir, I think it's D.
you think it's D? The option D. Option D. What is the option D? Option D is man is inconsequential before the tremendous force of nature. Right? What makes you think so, Rohan?
Sir, because the Egyptians thought there is the line in third para, I think, that they
Hmm.
had no thought to give to the insignificant atom that was man.
Okay. Okay. So the third paragraph says, again, the gigantic temples of Egypt, whose massive immensities of granite, which look as if only if the power that moves in the earthquake were mighty enough to bring them into existence, or something other than the creation of geometry balanced by beauty. The science and the spirit here are there, but what is the most of all is force, unhuman force, calm but tremendously overwhelming. It reduces to nothingness all that belongs to man. He is annihilated. The Egyptian architects were possessed by the consciousness of the awful, irresistible domination of the ways of nature. They had no thought to give to the insignificant atom that was man. Without wasting much of a time, I can say that Rohan has got it bang on, right? It's absolutely this sentence. It's absolutely this sentence. This is the sentence. Absolutely. No here, there, nothing. Only the last sentence of the third paragraph. They had they had no thought to give to the insignificant atom that was man. Man is inconsequential before the tremendous force of nature. Not to look, not to write. Absolutely bang on, absolutely on point. That man is inconsequential before the tremendous force of nature. Right? Right option D. Anyone, any doubt on it? Like Sampriti? Now you understand why it should be D and not B,
Yes, sir.
right? Okay. Okay, right. The last two we couldn't fit in the PDF, so we have put it into the group. According to the passage, which of the following best explains why there is little symbolism in Greek art? A. The Greeks focused on thought rather than mysticism. The struggle between the flesh and the spirit found an egg in Greek art. Greek artists were spiritual materialists. Greek statues were embodiment rather than symbol of qualities. Yes, this can be a bit tricky. Let's hear it from anyone. It's open.
So I would like to try it.
Yeah, please.
So I think it's A because every options are given in the paragraph, but option A explains it the most. The lack of symbolism part.
Right. So, which paragraph?
First paragraph.
First
Like
one.
that
Let
second
us read
line,
it.
mysticism
Right.
on the whole was
Let us
agreed
read
with
it.
the
The endless struggle between the flesh and the spirit found an end in Greek art. The Greek artists were unaware of it. They were spiritual mentalists, never denying the importance of the body and ever seeing in the body a spiritual significance. Mysticism on the whole was alien to the Greeks. Thought and mysticism never go well together, and there is little symbolism in Greek. There is little symbolism in Greek. So, what are the question that asks? The question asks us, according to the passage, there is a little symbolism on the Greek. The Greek focused on thought rather than mysticism. Sriyoshi has got it absolutely correct on this, right? And as she said that this the about the materialist part is there, right? They were embodiments of and rather than symbol. The almost why this can be very tricky. This sort of question is we can get lost because almost all the options that are being mentioned in the passage they are facts, right? All the options that has been mentioned in the passage they are actual facts, but we have to be very much focused on what the question is. The question asks us, according to the passage, which of the following explains why there is little symbolism in Greek art? So if we talk about symbolism, this is here you go. Just the third line. Thought and symbolism never go well together, and there is little symbolism in Greek art. Seriously, you got it right. And anyone having any doubt on this? So this is one of the passage why we find, right? It's a very interesting passage. It helps us to find out that every answer there is a particular pinpoint area in the passage. We can be lost around the whole passage, but there is a particular pinpointed area, a sentence in the passage that correctly guides us to the answer, right? That has been found out by the students, and this is how we should be doing it. Anyone having any doubt on this? Sompriti, Rohan, Akash, Shayan, Aryan. Any doubt on this? Why this is the answer? Though the rest of the answer, the options were also part of the passage. Why this is the answer? This anyone having any doubt?
Yes, sir. I'm a bit confused. Like, why
Yeah,
this is that?
yeah. It's good to have the confusion. So, what are the questions asked? You have to read the question. According to the passage, which of the following best explains why there is little symbolism in Greek art? The question asks that why there is little symbolism in Greek art. Now, if there is now you can understand this part. Thought and mysticism never go well together, and there is little symbolism in these arts. This is the reason, right? Yes, Aryan.
Sir, your voice was breaking for a bit. Like, can you repeat the last sentence?
Yes, thought and mysticism never go well together, and there is little symbolism in Greek art. So the question was why there is little symbolism in Greek art. So this is the reason. The Greek focused on thought rather than mysticism. And that is the reason why there is little symbolism in Greek art.
Okay, sir. Understood.
Is it clear for others? Can we get anyone having any issue on this? This was a slightly trickier question. Any issue, anyone? Rohan, Shampriti, Akash, yeah, I got a thumbs up, Akash. Shreyoshi, oh, he got it. Sujata, right. Rohan, is it good for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We want to the next one. The Greeks flung a challenge to the nature in the fullness of their joyous strength. Which of the best captures the challenge that is being referred to? to build a monument matching the background colors of the sky and the sea, to build a monument bigger than nature's creation, to build a monument that were more appealing to the mind and spirit than nature's creation, to build a small but architecturally perfect monument. Yes. Anyone? Aryan, will you let it try? Disha, the ones who have participated. Disha? Disha? Am I audible to the class? Disha, you there in the class? Okay, that's not good. Okay, Shan,
So I think it's option C.
to build a monument that are more appealing to the mind and the spirit than nature's creation.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And why do
Getting
you
it
feel
from the
so?
final paragraph. Uh,
Final paragraph, yeah.
there it
Final
is
paragraph.
mentioned they would build what was more beautiful than hill and sea and sky and rather than all this. It matters not at all if the temple is large or small. This line.
Okay. They would build what was more beautiful than the hill, the sky, and the cradle, and all of this. Right, right. Shan has got it. He has got an opinion on it. Let's hear it from others before we close on it. Akash,
So I also think it's C.
and the reason being?
So in the last paragraph, like it's mentioned, they want to build something greater than nature's creation.
Mm-hmm.
So option A, it says it's matching.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't really fit. And
Mm-hmm.
B and D, it says small and bigger, but
Mm-hmm.
it also in the paragraph it mentions it doesn't matter if it's bigger or smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So and the option C, it's like fits to the Greek architecture's mindset. That's it.
Correct, 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 correct. Okay. Uh, can I get Rohan? How do you feel on it?
Sir, I also think it is C because it is said that the size does not matter. So bigger and small, those words are cancelled out. So I do think it is C.
Correct. Sriyashi?
Yes, sir. I also think the same, but like I got it from the like second paragraph. Can you please move it to that?
Sure. Yes.
In the second paragraph, like the last line, the power that made a unified whole of the trilogy of a Greek tragedy
Hmm.
that envisioned the sure, precise, decisive scheme of the Greek statue found
Hmm.
its most conspicuous expression in Greek architecture. The
Hmm.
Greek temple is the creation par excellence of mind and spirit in equilibrium. So there is
Hmm.
a balance of mind and spirit, and we are having
Hmm.
that option. That is C.
Hmm. 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 I beg to differ on this. I beg to differ on this. The question is very simple: to build monuments that were more appealing to the mind than nature's creation. There's more. There's the comparison, right? So the
Yes.
sentence that you're saying that doesn't compare the comparison. This
Okay.
sentence you are saying that doesn't compare the comparison. To build a monument more appealing. When you're saying more, it's more beautiful than than the nature's creation, right? So
Yes.
the temple that they talk about, the temple that they talk about is a Greek temple that is overlooking the hill and the sea, but it's more beautiful than the hill and the sea, right? So
Yes.
it's more appealing to the mind than the hill and the sea. So the Greeks wanted to make something more beautiful than the hill and the sea. So there is a more word, the more. They build
Okay.
what was more beautiful, right? So more means there's a comparison. When I said this more, there's something greater than something else, more beautiful than the hill and the sea. And hill and the sea are nature's creation, right? So
Yes.
the sentence that captures the build monument that are more appealing to the mind and spirit than nature's creation. So this is the part that captures it better, right? Not the second paragraph. So we know what is the correct answer. Like most of us have said, it's option C. And the reason also, now we know, is the last paragraph, the lines that compares between the nature's creation and the Greek creation. And the Greek was always aiming to prove that their creations are much more beautiful, much more appealing to the mind and the mind than the nature's creations. I think all of us are clear on it, right? Yes. To the ones we did not? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So now I share the next paragraph on the group. Let us start. Please confirm if all have received. Right. Thank you. Are we good to start? Few more thumbs up. Or should we wait for another 5 minutes? Yes, someone.
Sir,
Yes. You're done?
the first one is option B.
So you're done with the passage? We'll just start.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Priti, Rohan, Shan, Joshi. Great, great. Shan,
So I still have the last question left.
let us is 24, right? Let us for 2 minutes. I'll start. Right, here we start. The central theme, the central theme of the passage can be summarized as the grassroots development at the panchayati level is now driven by foreign and syndrome. Panchayati Raj is firmly entrenched at the lower level of federal system in governance. A truly federal polity has not developed since PRIs has not been allowed the necessary political space. The union government and the state level parties are engaged in a struggle for protection of their own rights. Yes. Yes, Shampriti.
Yes, sir. I think the answer will option C. A truly
Okay.
federal polity. Option C. Option and the explanation of the point is the passage argues that while union state federalism has evolved, Panchayat Raj institution have been denied and similar space and autonomy within states, exposing the flaw in Indian federalism at the intrastate level. I think that the explanation is kind similar to the option C.
Okay. Okay. Akash.
So I also think it's C.
And the
It
reason?
starts with paragraph, the first paragraph, and
Mhm.
then the whole rest of the paragraph it says how it's not like truly federalist.
Correct. Okay, okay. Sujata, anyone having a different answer? Sujata, you feel the same?
Yes, sir, same.
Okay, right, right. So it was a lengthier passage, but as rightly pointed out by Akash and Sampriti, is yeah, it's right. Is the first stanza, and the entire theme of the passage speaks about the same. Our truly federal polity has not developed since Panchayati Raj institutions have not been allowed the necessary political space. That's not correct, right? Anyone having any doubt with this? Shayan, Rohan, anyone? Any doubt? Okay, thanks. Let's move forward. The sentence in the last paragraph, and their own volition has been further circumscribed, refers to. Yes, Sujata?
Sir, option D.
Process by which the prescribed by reformulated by local elected readers. Okay. Option E.
Yes.
Any other option?
So I think it's B, Bangalore.
B for Bombay.
Yeah.
Shan.
So I think it's option A.
Okay. Why do you feel so?
So because in the question it is mentioned that their own volition has been further circumscribed. That means they don't have the rights or they were restricted to do some things they wanted to do.
Correct. Okay. Okay. Right. Got your point. Shioshi.
So I think let me see the options. So I think it's option D.
If it is D, okay.
No, D.
D. Yeah. That's D for Delhi. Yeah. Rohan.
So I think it's A.
And why do you feel so?
Mm,
Tell me. There's
So
no
it
harm in me
tells
wrong.
us
Yeah.
how the decisions they have been means they have been made to take those decisions by the centrally sponsored schemes, and hence they are circumscribed.
Mm, you don't find convinced with your decision of the option A, right? Okay. Okay. So the correct answer for this is like Shan. He got it right with absolute correct explanation on this, right? He got it right with that correct explanation. There is a weakening of the local institutions' ability to plan according to the leads, right? So, what does the question say? Let us read the last paragraph. This left the door wide open for states to exert the power of the new political fact that while the union and the state governments could afford to ignore panchayats as long as the MLAs are happy, the union government had to be sensitive to the demands of state level parties. This has given state level actors strong beachheads on the shores of both interstate and the interstate federalism. By issuing various administrative forces and non-elected parallel structures, state governments have subordinated the PRIs to the state administrations and given the upper hand to the state officials against the elected heads of the Panchayati Raj. Panchayats have become local agencies for implementing schemes drawn up in state capitals, and their own volition has been further circumscribed by a plethora of centrally sponsored schemes. So, as Shan has mentioned, the entire passage is based upon the fact that the Panchayati Raj institutions they have not been given the powers that has been given to them on the constitutions. Now, what how things have developed? previously, while India had a single party majority post independence. What it refers to, it refers to the reign after independence when Congress used to rule, right? So there was only one party in the regional, in the panchayat, everything. There was only one party, Indian National Congress. So there was no area of dispute. Now, over the years, what we have seen, right, they have grown as many regional parties, right? As we have so many regional languages, from the south we have DMK, from the east we have TMC, we had Communist Party in Kerala, and this and that. There's Samajwadi Party. We have this and that. We have so many regional parties, right? So now, for the state to remain in power, right? For the state to remain in power, like if you all are adults, so you are must be following elections. In the last elections, we found that BJP needed the help of Nitish Kumar and Mr. Reddy to form the Chandrababu Naidu to form the government, right? So now, what BJP is thinking at the center, that I need to keep my state government happy. I need to keep the state government happy, right? Because as per the polity, you need the number of MPs. You need the number of MPs of the a certain majority count to form the government. Now, what the union government is doing, they're only concerned whether my state government is happy, whether Chandrababu Naidu is happy, whether Nitish Kumar is happy. Now, initially, the Panchayati Raj system. They was created as an individual entity, right? They were given the chance to have their own budget. They were given the chance to form their own schemes. Now, what we see over the years, either the state is giving some schemes or the central is giving some schemes, and they are just being used as an agency to implement them, right? The schemes of was it audible?
So you got disconnected there.
Ah, so strange. So, do we know what is the why this is the answer? Why 67A was it entirely audible? Was it entirely audible? Why 67A is the right answer?
So you got disconnected the last few sentences,
Okay,
like
okay.
last 10 seconds.
Last 10 seconds. My God, I just saw myself dropping off. Okay. So, like we were saying, like the central governments, they need the state governments, they need the state governments' power to remain in place, remain in power at the central, right? So, Panchayati Raj institutions, they do not have the right to form their own schemes. All the schemes, Beti Bachao, Beti Parao, right? And all such schemes are being decided at the central or at the most at the state, right? Like Mamata Banerjee is given Konasri, right? It's not any panchayat. No panchayat has decided that I will run Konasri at my panchayat. No, it has been decided by Mamata Banerjee. Like for the entire state, she will be running Konasri Prokolpo. Right? It's not that a certain panchayat has thought for my own area. I'll run a scheme. That right is not given. That right is not given. right? That the central only ensures that the state is happy, and the state uses this fund to give the schemes, and the panchayat is in place only to ensure that the scheme is being implemented. They have no right in the designing the schemes as far as their needs. Maybe in their area they do not need a Konasri Prokalpo. Maybe they need something to create more schools, right? Or maybe they create something to upskilling of the youth, right? Maybe they need that, that is the need for the area, but still they have to implement the Konasri Prokalpo, the state that is being given. So in the whole, what happens is the state has lost its ability, that the panchayat has lost its ability to create schemes as per their needs. Hence, it will be option A. Are we all clear why this is the option? Or why option A is the correct answer? Are we all clear?
Yes.
Can I get a thumbs up? Seriously, are you clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Akash, you got it?
Yes.
Good. '68. What is the dilemma at the intrastate level mentioned in the first paragraph of the passage? Should the state governments wrest more space from the union before considering the panchayat system? Should rights similar to those that the states manage to be extended to panchayat as well? Should the single party system, which has withered away, be brought back to the level of the states? Should the states get their pound of flesh before allowing the union government of passing any law? Yes, open to the class.
So I think it's B.
68, you feel it's B, and the reason?
So the main dilemma is that the panchayat doesn't have any power. So and it's being taken by the state. So if they both get the same level of authority, it will be fair.
Right, right. Okay. Sujata,
Sir, option C.
and the reason? And the reason? Okay. Any reason, Sujata, you have on this? Yes, please. We are here to make mistakes and learn. Okay. Shreyoshi?
So I also think that it's option B.
Okay. And the reason? And the reason?
No.
You have the reason? Okay. I
So
don't
am
know.
I
I cannot.
audible?
Hey, audible now.
So because it was evident from the paragraph that like the powers which the state is having, the like panchayats are not having that equally.
Correct. 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 So, for like Shan, Shreyashi, and Sujata, all three have mentioned that should rights similar to those other states manage to get, like there are few rights which the states have managed to seize from the union, right? Like I'll form my own scheme. Like I said, the example of Mamata Banerjee, there is a Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao scheme that is going on centrally, and he has also crafted their own scheme, that is Konnasri Prokalpo, right? So the question is, like the state has been able to get some right from the state to form their own schemes regionally, should the same rights to go on a panchayat level given to panchayats to have their own schemes? right? Should they have the same rights like the states have got from the union? That is the main idea of the passage. So 68, the answer is B. All of us on the same page? 68, the answer is B. Rohan, are you clear on this?
Yes,
Why
sir.
is 68? Okay. Sampriti,
Yes, sir.
okay. Shan,
Yes, sir.
good. 69. Which of the following most closely describes the fatal flaw that the passage refers to? The ways in which democratic multi-party system works in an SRT pluralistic society like India's are flawed. The mechanism that our federal system uses at the union government level to deal with the states are imperfect. The instruments that have ensured federalism at one level have been used to achieve the opposite at other. The Indian Constitution and the spirit of the Indian polity are fatally flawed. Yes, open to the class. Bipa Sampriti.
Yes, sir. I think
Yeah.
the answer of 69 is option C.
Yes. Why do you think so?
Because in this passage, it the same political development just empowered the state autonomy
Hmm.
against the union are now being used by states to suppress the autonomy of PIRs, means panchayat, within them. And so this explanation, I thought that the passage implied this message, and that's why I think the option C is correct.
Okay. Rohan has raised his hand. Rohan.
Sir, I also think it is C because the last line of the first passage it says that while federalism and democracy has given rights and power to the states in the constitution, they have worked against the panchayat.
Okay. Very accurate. Shioshi.
So same answer, option C.
Correct. Correct. So it's bang on. It's great to see such good answers coming. And like Shan has got it, is bang on this part. Absolutely. This is the three lines that can give us the answer, right? The rate of the Constitution, as well as the spirit of the present polity, has exposed the interest rate level of our federal system to a dilemma of which the interstate and the union level state layers are free. The flaw has many causes, but all of them rooted in historical anomaly that while the dynamics of federalism and democracy have added strength to the right that's given to the states in the Constitution, they have worked against the right of the panchayats. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's bang on. 70. Which of the following best captures the current state of Indian federalism as it is described in the passage? The Supreme Court has not begun to extend the limits of its power. The multi-party system has replaced the single-party system. The union, state, and the panchayati raj levels have become real. There's a real distribution of power between the union and state level parties. Yes, sure.
So I think it's the option D. Like the power is being only used by the union and state level parties, but the panchayats are not like able to use those powers. They are
Okay,
being deprived.
okay, taken. Sujata.
Yes, the option D, I also think the same.
Okay, okay. Shampriti.
Sir, I think the option C. Uh, I think the
Okay,
option C.
okay, okay. Akash.
So question 70.
Yes.
Or B.
Okay. Shan.
So I think it's option D.
Rohan.
Sir, I think C because the statement itself is ironic and it tells us how, uh, despite the PRIs being constitutionally engraved, it is not real.
Okay. Okay, right. So among the four, the question says which of the following best captures the current state of Indian federalism as described in the passage? A. The Supreme Court has not begun to extend the limits of its power. B. The multi-party system has replaced the single-party system. C. The union, state, and panchayati levels have become real. D. There's real distribution of power between the union and the state level parties. So, question number one we can easily omit because it's wrong. The Supreme Court has not begun to extend the powers, right? So, this is also right in a way. Yeah, it says, right? Second, the Supreme Court has not yet begun to extend the limit of its power, right? That is there. So, one is correct. The multi-party system has replaced the single-party system. That is correct. Now we have a multi-party. The union state and the panchayati raj levels have become real. So this cannot be true. This cannot be true because the panchayati raj levels are not real. There is no proper distribution of powers between the union, state, and the panchayat. The union and the panchayat, the state have after the multi-party system has come into existence, the state have managed to get some power, to seize some power from the union, right? So the state and the union has become real, but not the panchayati raj levels. The entire passage has been based on that fact that the panchayati raj levels are not real. So we can clearly say that the part C is not real, right? D, this distribution of power between the union and the state level parties. Yeah, that is factually correct. Now, why this, that makes this question is very tricky or difficult to get it right is, which of the following best captures the current state of the Indian federalism? Now, we have to understand the question. The Supreme Court has not begun to extend the limits of its power. That is factually correct. The multi-party system has replaced the single-party system. That is factually correct. There is real distribution of power between the union and the state level party. That is factually correct. So the three options we have, that is factually correct. But there is only one single answer that will be correct, right? So how will that happen? Which of the following best captures the state of Indian federalism? Only these two lines we have to be focusing. Which of these two will capture the best state of Indian federalism? What does federalism speaks? The federalism speaks how the powers are distributed, how the systems are arranged, right? So which of the options now speak about the same, about the distribution of power? Only option D,
Option D.
right? So what we are getting through our practice and so practicing the RCs is we have to be very attentive while reading the RCs, I mean the comprehensions, with the read and comprehend, and along with that, the question will guide up to the right answer. It is very tricky. We have three options, both of three options are correct, but only the questions will guide us to the right option, right? So A is correct, B is correct, D is correct, but the question talks about the Indian federalism. Only option D speaks on it. Are we on the same page? Now we know why D is correct. Akash, do you get it now?
Yes, sir. So, in the question, current state, does it mean the current state in the passage or the
No,
present
absolutely. Okay,
situation?
okay. Now again I come in. Now come into it. We are doing reading comprehension, right? We are doing reading comprehension. This is all we have. This is all we have. We do not have anything other than this. I gave you recent examples for understanding of the passage. Don't take it otherwise, right?
And also it is mentioned in the question itself that as described in the passage.
Right. Even if it is not described, even if the same is not being described, what we are doing in CAT is reading comprehension. Like I mentioned in our first class, while setting the tone of the of this training is we will have our own biases in mind, right? We will have our own biases in mind because the topics, maybe the topics will be very common topics which we come across day to day. And it's very inevitable that on the topics we will have our own mental bias. But it is through training that we will ensure that our mental bias should not influence the answer. We have to be being conscious of the fact that all we are doing here is reading a passage and comprehending, reading comprehension. That's the all we need to do, nothing more, nothing less. We all need to do one thing: read and comprehend, nothing more, nothing less, right? If we have certain biases, it's best we try and stop those biases influencing our decision, right, Akash? So all we have, even if it is not mentioned in the passage and nothing has been mentioned, even if it is which of the following best captures the current state of Indian federalism and puts the question mark, stick to it. Stick to it. You cannot be marked wrong on any of the answers, the facts of which are not there in the passage, right? You cannot be marked wrong on any of the answer, the facts of which are not there in the passage, right? So always stick to it, because what we're doing at the end of the day is reading and comprehending, right? So can someone please come up and tell us the answer of the last 5 questions? Can someone volunteer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So questions, I'm just confused about question number 66. As network, it was network problem.
Mm-hmm.
Rest I can tell.
Someone speak of 66. What is the right answer? Akash, 66 right answer. Akash,
So C.
yes. Now continue, Suresh.
So for 67 it's A, 68 it's B, 69 it's C, and 70 D.
Right? All of you got it? All of you got it? Good. So as we have some few minutes, I'll just share with you one thing. Just let me unshare the screen. Somehow, I just couldn't put up the Excel. I just wanted to, but unfortunately, I couldn't put it up. Uh, so in the last class, we spoke about an Excel, right, where we can track the daily progress what we're doing. So how do you do it? Is it would be better if you can have the Excel, but it's not coming up, anyways. So you do it like this, right? You put the date, you put the RC, right? The number of RCs, the RC type, the time consumed, number of questions number of questions there in the RC, number of questions you attempted, and your accuracy, and you track it on a daily basis, right? Like I said, right? every day before going to sleep, ensure that we have done at least one RC. Every day before you go to sleep, at least ensure that you have done one RC, at least one RC every day, right? So by the weekend, you will have, and 2 in the weekend. So total, you will have 6 to 8 RCs in a week. That's a very good number to have, right? Today we do 2, and on the other days, ensure that you, before go to sleep, at least spend 30 minutes on doing 1 RC, and you track it on that tracker. You track it on the tracker. I'll try and put it in the Excel in the WhatsApp group after the class. Some I couldn't present it. So you track it with the tracker. Like I say it again, serial number, RC type, like abstract, descriptive, whatever you feel it, right? Date, time taken, number of questions, attempted, accuracy, and you track it on. And also put a mark where you made the mistakes, right? You put your remarks. Now, once you do it regularly, once you maintain it, within 2 months, you will have a good result, right? So I'll try and put the Excel in the group. And if any doubt, you can reach out to me. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.